What's going on, gamers? So here's more proof again of Microsoft focusing on Windows and gaming PC experiences, reducing more bloatware, and getting ready for Xbox gaming as it syncs with PC gaming. I'm just gonna have to say it because every sign keeps consistently pointing to it. I also saw some guy. I got to do this react later on. He's scared that it's not going to be an original, native console next gen coming. That's what he wants. He thinks the Xbox PC to him is scary, but we'll get into that to another video. Microsoft wants to fix slow or sluggish performance in Windows 11, right? And then we saw the article over here. Now available for Xbox insiders, your cross-device play history and easier access to your cloud playable console games on PC. Everything they keep doing is moving to PC. ROG Ally, that's PC handheld device. You know what I mean? It's like everything. It's about PC now. And then we're going to talk about why they're doing this. And if we don't remember, there was a Steam versus Windows performance test, right? Which I'm so glad that happened because look what that leads to. It's not about, oh, look how much better y'all beaten Microsoft. No, look how much Microsoft's trying to improve since then. If it leads to that, that's good. So the upcoming 25H2 update, if you don't notice, you've been getting some of these on your computer, like I'll come and be like, oh man, this thing, so I have to restart my computer like 2 times or whatever. This upcoming 25H2 update for Windows 11 will hopefully address even more performance complaints. Of course, because Windows 11 is not all that. There's a lot of people that want to stick with 10. They say they will never leave 10. They love it. There's a lot of people that like the 8.1 snapback features. You know, it really depends because you're like, why do you have all that technology now, but you have all this bloatware? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, and all the spy stuff is just weird. They don't trust it. So Tom has another article here. It says, ever since Windows 11 first debuted in October 2021, there have been complaints about its performance on certain types of hardware. 100% agree. Whether it was gaming on new hyper-performance CPUs showing no improvements on Windows 11, we're going to get to that in a second, or claims that Windows 11 simply feels lethargic compared to Windows 10. Microsoft has tried to fix the problems with updates to the OS. Now it wants direct feedback about any slow or sluggish performance on 11. You want to know why they care more than ever? Is because they're moving that Xbox there as well. Guys, let's go over here. In gaming, SteamOS, specifically when paired with projects like Bloat, can offer better performance and smoother experience compared to Windows 11. We know too, Steam was the operating system people chose to game on more than anything on a Windows platform for a very long time. Windows Store sucks. I mean, Microsoft's always sucked in a lot of ways, just to be honest, you know what I mean? And now they want to fix it, and it's like years later, it's like, yeah, but by the time you do that, you know how many people got comfortably used to that Steam profile? That's the only thing I have to say, that you should have thought about that whole time. Because you've been giving people crappy experiences for a long time, and I got fed up, so they're done with you. And I'm not talking about Xbox, I just mean Windows Store. If you guys haven't been on PC, you don't understand. The Windows Store is garbage. It's better now, but oh my God, before, guys, it was terrible. The Xbox app was annoying. For the longest. I've been on PC for a while. For the longest. Now they're making it better, but before that, you kind of think about, like, from our point of view, it's like you just been sticking a middle finger in our face, but now you're making things better. Which, okay, cool. Thank God for Steam doing that. But let me continue. Through the degrees of improvement, though the degree of improvement can vary, while Windows 11 may have slightly better overall performance in some benchmarks, SteamOS can provide noticeable gains in frame rates and smoothness, especially in games optimized for its environment or when using tools like Proton. This is often attributed to Steam's OS lower resource consumption and focus on gaming, along with the potential for pre-cached shaders and optimized drivers. Going down, we see resource usage. SteamOS, particularly when paired with, as we saw before, it's just so much better. Shader compilation. This is cancer right now on PC. You ever load up something like Call of Duty? Or it's like you got to wait like to load up all the shaders every time? Did you get on the game? It's still loading. It's like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? It's like, I thought we were moving into better technology. This should be getting better, but that's not the case. So SteamOS can offer a smoother experience by pre-caching shaders, reducing or eliminating the stutter caused by shader compilation during gameplay. So not only were we talking about shader compilation stutter, but just in general. And honestly, you know what? Me talking about the shader compilation, I mean, I can't really say I blame Microsoft for that, but I think you guys get what I mean. You play some of these games, it's like, why am I waiting this long to load up the shaders? I thought this is something we would do back then. And you see this a lot on PC, and it's just annoying. Because like, wait, now I got to pass through the PC cheat stuff. Now I got to go through this stuff. Now I got to load the shaders. Good Lord. Driver optimization. Some have found that SteamOS drivers for certain hardware like those on the Lenovo Legion Go can offer better performance compared to the default Windows drivers. We've done tests. We've seen it. It wasn't just no little measly advantage. And that made Microsoft make things better. Proton compatibility, as we see right here, allows SteamOS to run a wide range of Windows games, often with good performance. VSync limit. SteamOS has a hardcore VSync limit that can be beneficial for power saving on handhelds, but it might be undesirable for desktop gaming. Real-world testing. Several tests on the Lenovo Legion Go and other hardware show SteamOS either matching or exceeding Windows 11. Oh, it was beating it in a lot of terms. Gaming-focused SteamOS is designed with gaming in mind, with features like game mode and optimized setting, potentially offering a better out-of-box experience. So my thing with this is that Microsoft has that too, but yeah, they just need to reduce the bloat. In conclusion, while Windows 11 might be more versatile operating system, SteamOS can provide a compelling gaming experience, especially on dedicated gaming hardware, thanks to the efficiency and focus on performance. This is why this is important, guys, because if you are thinking about this, getting that Xbox PC, right, or just, moving to PC in general, and you're reading this, it gives you the idea of how things have been working this whole time, and why you see why people have been choosing Steam on desktop for the longest too, because it's the platform that they like the policies, they just like everything about it. It tells you a lot about the PC community because Steam is the biggest aspect in the PC world, not Windows. So the best thing to do is learn from them, because the PC community loves Steam apparently, right? Just by like stats, it says that. So if you're going to want to attract the PC community like Sony too, you bet you learn from Steam, as Xbox is coming more to PC, just to give people just a more realistic approach on this. Now let's go back to reading, since now we see stuff like this, slow or sluggish performance. There was also test tools you could look up. You could do Windows 11 versus SteamOS performance. I don't know if that image is still up, but it was around here somewhere. There was a lot of tests going on. Yeah, we still got some graphs up here, but yeah, you guys can look into this. It'll start giving you stuff. Like, for example, you see right here, Legion Go for Windows. Steam had a 13 FPS advantage here. Helldivers 2, 5. Doom, almost 10 FPS. Spider-Man 2, there wasn't a difference. And Witcher 3, a 10 FPS advantage. But it's not just that, it was other aspects too. So Microsoft saw that and they're like, damn, that's not going to be attractive if we're moving to PC. Well, of course, because everybody already chooses Steam to begin with over you. It's not anything new. So if you want to be somewhat attractive, they have to find ways. Asus is a good way to get in because everybody likes Asus. Definitely in the laptop world. That's the only laptop I would probably get. I'm telling you, I don't like Lenovo for laptops because I kind of feel like they put bloatware on there and they make it to where it black screen, BDOS, blue screen of deaths. Every time you do a BIOS update, there's always some stupid issues. I kind of feel like they do that on purpose in China to sell more laptops. So I haven't had any good experiences with Lenovo. But Asus, I have been playing since 2010 laptop, away from my gaming desktops, which are separate. I don't do Asus for desktops. You know what I mean? I just do custom. But for laptops, oh yeah, Republica Gaming is God tier. So if you want to move into the PC world, Asus is definitely the best partner to do. So Microsoft doing that is definitely smart. Now, as far as them selling millions on that handheld, no, guys, I just don't see that being possible. If it does, I wouldn't be mad because I'm not a hater. But just being realistic. But let's continue. A new test build of Windows 11 debuted on Friday. A newer build, by the way. With a method to automatically collect performance logs submitted to Microsoft. Windows insiders are encouraged to provide feedback when experiencing PC issues related to slow or sluggish performance, allowing Feedback Hub to automatically collect these logs, which will help us root cause issues faster, says Microsoft themselves. The new logging system is part of Microsoft's commitment to improve Windows performance and will likely mean we see even more improvements to the performance and reliability side of the 25H2 update due later this year. That's where a lot of things are happening. They're trying to get all this ready before the RAW comes out and all that. You can kind of see it. Microsoft already made some performance improvements onto Windows 11 in 2023 to speed up the taskbar, notifications area, and quick settings panel. The performance impact of startup apps was also reduced in 2023, and the 24H2 update last year also seemed to greatly improve performance on older hardware. Microsoft is also looking to improve Windows drivers through new requirements that developers will need to follow for the 25H2 update later this year. It is now requiring static analysis for driver certification, which should help identify potential issues in driver code before deployment. And then we'll probably see some comments over here. I think Windows peaked with 8.1. I didn't notice it's going to slow down with 11. I have two main machines, laptop Ryzen 7, 4070, 16 gigs, Snapdragon Elite, and 32 gigabytes of RAM, but neither can beat my launch M1 Air on cold boot, resume from sleep, app loading, or general UI snappiness. Basically everything I don't have to on one of those machines. I don't. Hell, as much as I can, I'd rather do it on my iPad. So these guys have a problem with the way Windows UI and everything is just designed. They love 8 and 10 a lot better. I've heard a lot of people say this, you know what I mean? So I feel like this falls under the that's funny. Took them 5 years to notice and they to fix. Well, like I was telling people before, when it comes to Microsoft, I'm not getting into that. Yeah, maybe not use React Native for recommended section and start menu would be a good start. Who knows where else in the system will have these weird shortcuts. So there we have it. We pretty much have our answers here. Just, you know, more updates just to keep you guys, you know, updated on what the hell's going on with Windows. What's going to look like for you too, because you're going to be joining Windows and PC on Xbox PC. So, and plus, like I said, this performance was a gaming performance between, you know, Steam and all that. When we want to look, you know, Legion Go S, and all that type of stuff, if you get what I mean. That's where those tests were coming from. So this is obviously about gaming more than anything. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. We have more answers on this. This is the news that came up today. Later, y'all. Have a great day. Peace out. Ponies, sit down.